We will not be deterred. We are, as South Africans, a resilient people, and we will not be bullied.
Most of you guys are familiar with the saying that a lie travels halfway around the world while the truth is still putting on its shoes. I think it's Mark Twain who said that. Now, this is a consequence. The reason I'm bringing this up is a consequence of this big story of this weekend. That is, Donald Trump has signed an executive order denying aid to South Africa based on a lie that a lobbyist group, Afriforum, have went and told Donald Trump, the U.S. government, that they're being dispossessed, their land, that property is being expropriated, that white people, Afrikaner people, are being oppressed in South Africa. And there it is. So I want us to check this sad video by Afriforum trying to explain themselves as to what they didn't intend on happening. And we'll have a little bit of a chat after that.
The concern of imported Americans about our situation, but we believe that the solution must be found in South Africa. I want to put on record the following. Firstly, we did not accuse the government of large-scale race-based land grabs or distribute false information in this regard. Secondly, we did not and will not ask for sanctions against South Africa or that funds for vulnerable people to be cut off by the U.S. government. Thirdly, we explicitly, over the past 3-4 years, we explicitly asked senior U.S. officials not to kick South Africa out of the AGOA Act because of the suffering it will cause to farmers and their workers and the work and livelihoods of workers in the motor, chemical and other industries. Then we want to state clearly that we were not aware that Mr. Trump would issue this order. And lastly, we want to state that we believe that it's not in the interest of South Africa if there is a deterioration in the relationship with the world's largest economy and a very big trade partner and donor of our country.
So there you have it. Now Afriforum is trying to do damage control. Trump has offered them that, hey, because of what you guys have said about South Africa, you guys are welcome as refugees into my country. Those who want to move to America. And Afriforum says, hey, no, we don't want to move. South Africa is our land. This is our home and all those things. So they didn't realize, like, the lie they were perpetuating, they were telling to the Americans, to Donald Trump, that it will result in something like this. Serious consequences. Now, never mind the aid that over $500 million that South Africa was getting for the AIDS program and things like that, that America is going to withhold from now onwards. Think about the consequences of other businesses. Farming, agri-business, if you think about it, for them to have access to the U.S. markets, those may be stopped. And most of the people who are farmers who own this type of businesses, they're white people. And I don't think Afriforum was thinking about that when they were spewing the lies that they were spewing, that propaganda they were spewing to the Americans. Most of the people who own businesses in South Africa, and especially big businesses, international businesses that needs U.S. markets, they are white people. And I don't think this was their intention at Afriforum. They were not thinking. They were just peddling an emotional lie so that they can invoke certain emotion out of Donald Trump and all of that. Instead of sitting down and speaking with the people in South Africa, the government, and raising their concerns. If you need to litigate, just like the DA is doing, they're going to litigate this thing. It's going to go to the courts and they're going to litigate it there, win or lose for that matter. But no, Afriforum felt like, hey, we're just going to go out there. Let's go and do this. And this is so very disappointing of them. And now they want to claim this thing that it was not their intention. They didn't know that Donald Trump was going to react that way. And he has reacted that way, and because of you guys. And there's consequences to these things. your people, you yourselves as leadership of Africa, you're not going to suffer because of the actions of Donald Trump, the consequences of his actions. And those, you guys are going to be okay. But there's going to be people who are going to suffer because of the actions of people like the organization like Afriforum. They can do whatever they want to save face. Fact of the matter is that they are not patriotic, and they're not thinking about the good of the country. They're thinking of themselves as a minority in the little corner there. As long as they are okay, they don't think about the greater good of this country, you know. And here we are today because of their actions and all that. So we have an enemy within, so to speak, if you think about it, you know. It's like an inside job, for a lack of a better word. And that is in the form of Afriforum. And here we are today. President Ramaphosa, in his State of the Nation address, he said it like, hey, we will not be bullied. And I think it's the right decision that he mentioned that. Because when is it going to end where we bend a knee all the time at the whim of everyone? Like Donald Trump says, this jump at this and we jump and all that. So we are a sovereign country. Perhaps these are the consequences that we need to suffer in order for us to regain our sovereignty and all of that. And unfortunately, it came about this way and all that. Now Afriforum wants to talk to the government. They've written a letter, and that was it apparently last year and all that. Now they want to talk, but now you're talking while the house is on fire. That's when you want to have that kind of communication. So yeah, let me know what you think about this situation. Let me know what you think about Afriforum. I've listened even to an organization called AgriSA. This organization represents lots of farmers in South Africa, and predominantly white farmers, and they are so disappointed with what Donald Trump has done, because they understand these things, because their businesses will be at risk, money will be lost, jobs will be lost, opportunities will be lost because of the behavior of Afriforum.
Representing the agriculture, we disagree with his claim that there's land and confiscation all over the country, and that it's a big thing that's happening in South Africa. That simply isn't true. What we experienced is that there is proper land transformation that's taking place, and we can go into.
What are your thoughts about the behavior of Afriforum? And obviously the consequences with Donald Trump and all that. I don't blame Donald Trump. Donald Trump is doing what Donald Trump is doing. Doesn't matter. But I'm disappointed by the fact that one of our own, and I'll put it in inverted commas because they don't behave like one of our own, has gone and done that to us. It's like a family member going out there to destroy the very home that they stay in. So let me know what you think in the comments, and thanks again for your love and support. Thanks again for subscribing, for those who have subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, please be so kind and do that. You want to grow this community far and wide, and yeah, we can't do it without your guys' help. Thanks for tuning in. Hope to see you guys again on the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.